How well does pollen preserve over time? Have you ever wondered how scientists can tell what plants grew thousands of years ago? One of the key methods they use is palynology, the study of pollen and spores. Pollen grains are tiny structures that plants produce for reproduction. They can survive for thousands of years if the conditions are just right. The preservation of pollen depends on several factors. First, the environment where the pollen is deposited plays a significant role. Pollen is often well preserved in moist areas like lake sediments. In these locations, it is protected from oxygen and microorganisms that can cause decay. On the other hand, dry conditions or exposure to sunlight can lead to the breakdown of pollen grains. Different types of pollen have varying levels of durability. For instance, pine pollen is typically robust and tends to preserve well. In contrast, juniper pollen may not hold up as well over time. Another important factor is how quickly the pollen is buried after it falls. Rapid burial can shield pollen from damage, while prolonged exposure can lead to degradation. In archaeology, pollen analysis is a powerful tool. Researchers use it to reconstruct past environments and understand how ancient people interacted with their surroundings. By examining pollen cores from lakes or other bodies of water near archaeological sites, scientists can determine what types of vegetation existed during different time periods. This information is essential for understanding climate changes, agricultural practices, and the availability of plant resources for ancient populations. Pollen analysis can also be combined with other dating methods to create a clearer timeline of human activities at archaeological sites. For example, changes in pollen types can indicate shifts in land use, such as the introduction of farming. These changes can be correlated with other archaeological evidence like artifacts and settlement patterns. However, there are challenges to pollen preservation. In some regions, such as eastern North America, recovering pollen has been less successful compared to western areas. This is often due to less favorable conditions for deposition. Yet, certain factors can improve pollen preservation, like the presence of copper or tree bark, which can create protective environments. Overall, pollen preservation is an essential aspect of archaeology. It provides valuable information about past environments and human activities. While there are challenges, advancements in techniques and a better understanding of preservation conditions continue to improve the effectiveness of pollen analysis in archaeological research.